It's quite nice to kind of just go back and like think about how we did everything, and now we're here.
Hi, I'm Sheetal Munshaw, and I'm here today with Nurain, who has helped me make my dream home come into a reality.
What was your vision for your home? And when you came to our studio, what was your vision? What did you really imagine your space to be, and why did you come to us?
So I think you've seen obviously the space before and after. I think I was very sure that I wanted it to be very different from what it was. And I really wanted it to bring out who we are and who I've become over time, much more than just, make it about brick and mortar or colors of walls or all of that. I wanted it to really vibe with who I am.
So just to give you all a brief, Sheetal loves France, is working with a French company here, and she wanted a very French aesthetic. She wanted a reflection of herself in her home. Let's spill the beans. Yeah, so coming to the beans, spilling the beans, tell me about your challenges and how we probably solve them.
So I think one of the challenges, if I can call it that, was, I started out with thinking to begin with that the whole space would look very different.
Yeah.
And I remember even when you came on board, you said I tend to sort of, raise it down, start from scratch. And then I even, remember going through various different options, designs, layouts. And then you said, you know what, I think the way it is the most optimal, and I don't want to just do it for doing sake.
I remember that. You went down at that point thinking that, but you really envisioned the space to be very different in terms of layout, what the original layout was. But we had to stick to it for multiple reasons, because obviously the flow of the house seemed the way it was, with a few tweaks, and that's why I added those core tweaks in terms of, if you remember, the glass coming to the kitchen,
absolutely,
like extension of Ishan's bathroom, a few tweaks here and there, but yeah, the core layout was the same, and I know that was
one of I think the first challenges for me to overcome, to say, okay, finally this is not going to change. But I do think that eventually, yes, like you said, how did we work around it? To me, like, the fact that you enhance the space as you enter, right? So you turn that whole very long corridor bit into a beautiful entrance.
Yeah.
And I think that has changed the whole vibe. So that, then I think the half-open kitchen as well, because it's really opened up the, sort of space for us. So while you didn't change the layout, I think you've really managed to open up the space beautifully. I don't know what I would consider more important, whether it's the entry or whether it's the balcony. I mean, this is, this for me exudes Paris, and it also brings in that element of space, of light, of openness.
Remember we had that joke about the Juliet balconies. That's the Juliet balcony that we created. And how Sheetal is the Juliet, and Kunal's office is right down, so Romeo will be like calling out to his Juliet. It was so funny, but yeah.
And even there, I remember we had planned a different look for the, for the arch and for the door.
Yeah.
Then we worked around that. But I think, these were few odd challenges. And of course, I think the one thing was also that small thing, but still a big thing, right? Because it was towards the end of the project, we kind of messed up that whole area, which was supposed to be an open area for a laundry, right? For just your laundry basket. And I remember how we spent days, weeks mulling over how to fix that bit. And today, the way it looks, honestly, it looks so aesthetic. It almost looks like we always planned it to be like this.
That's where I want to touch upon this fact that sometimes, things don't go as per plan A. We have a plan B, but like sometimes what happens is like, you think about something and you want it that way. And I always tell my clients that the reason that something is not happening is because probably there's something better. And maybe that is the best for your space.
And this was honestly better, far better. I mean, if you look at that space today, it literally looks like you had planned it such, and it was not at all something that was like a makeshift arrangement. And it's added to the aesthetic element. So I think that bit was lovely, that you were able to bring in an element of very good aesthetic, where it all, I think you and I are the two who know the story.
Yeah.
Other than that, no one can even imagine that that's a problem.
Exactly. What is your favorite part about this home and why?
So I'm going to tell you something very differently now. I used to consider my bedroom to be the favorite part of my home before. I think I had shared this with you. I
know.
never sat in the living room ever. Like I literally never did
You used
because
to always be in your bedroom
Yeah,
before we
always.
did your space. Like, the living room was just dismissed.
and it was also, I think, because we had furniture at that point which was aesthetically lovely, Indian,
But not fun.
very, sort of ornate and all of that, but it was really not comfortable. And I think to answer your question, I love every bit of the home, if I can say that, literally.
How did the design of this home help improve your daily life? And is there anything that surprised you or impressed you in this home?
So I think, in terms of how the design has made my life, well, I wouldn't call it easier, but just a lot more joyful on an everyday
Yeah.
basis.
Yeah.
And I remember Kunal me sitting with you and saying, for us, it's minimalistic, it's less is more.
Yeah.
And you were like, that's fine because we need to work with your personality. And it's not about me bringing my personality into your home.
Yeah.
It's about us bringing out what you love.
Yeah.
And that has worked beautifully because, again, if I make a comparison to the space before, and if you remember it,
Yeah.
so we had a lot of neutrality, of course, in your walls, in your flooring.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of dark elements with,
Yeah.
a lot of browns, a lot of blacks,
Yeah.
all of that. The fact that we've gone into a very muted palette, which is still extremely pleasant with all of these, peaches and of course taupes, how
Yeah.
can we forget? And then the beiges and, all of that.
Yeah.
I think, that has really made it give it a very serene vibe. So I feel like, when you're in a space which has a lot of dark tones in terms of color, it also makes the place look A, busier, but B, also adds to that whole heaviness.
Of your-
In your mood, in everything. And now I find everything is really zen.
clear.
One of the things that impressed me, I would say, you managed to make my cremone bowls happen. Like I remember telling you I want them, and you said you don't get them here. Then we explored the idea of bringing them in from France, and
So
you said it's not viable at all.
Yeah.
And finally, you managed to get them custom made. So I think that was great.
Yeah.
And that was definitely for me a non-negotiable. I really, really wanted that as part of my aesthetic. I think the other thing was also that in addition to bringing my love for France through, you were able to also incorporate my Sindhi legacy.
Does this home reflect your personality?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Okay, great.
Probably mine more than the other two. So
Yeah,
I think,
I think yours more than
So
the
I think there I do get that advantage. Having said that, I do think that Ishan's room is very Ishan.
Okay, yeah.
It's
And the rest
it's
of the
all
home
it's
is
him
very
all the way, and the rest of the home is a lot more me.
Yeah.
But I think my husband was happy with that. So that
Real question for you is, I want to ask you, is there anything that, we could have done better? I would love to hear because it's all about, understanding, growing,
sure.
and, we can't do everything perfectly. And it's only when we, embrace that.
So I don't think that in terms of design, it would have been like, I would not say that there's anything you would have done better or differently in terms of design. But I would say that you might want to, factor in bits and pieces of more,
Fancy fans that everybody
the fancy fans versus the functionality of it.
Correct.
I mean, it's just one example among many others.
Yeah.
But I think little things like that,
Yeah.
maybe, sort of to also give, people a heads up to say, listen, you're loving this right now, but think about whether
Yeah.
you really want to go with this later. And while it's going to look great, this is the downside of it. And then, at the end of the day, some people are happier to do a lot more heavy maintenance than others.
Correct.
So it's also a very personal thing, I think.
Of course.
But yeah, I would just say, to factor in a lot more of that functionality and the very practical technicity aspect of it.
Yeah.
That would be it.
Downside.
Yeah, exactly. You let them make an educated call
Yeah,
because at the
of
end of the day,
course.
they have to live it through on a day-to-day basis. But other than that, I would say from a design perspective, no, I would not say that you would do anything differently because I just love, and again, that is something I'm living with every day.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that it's like I said, it's subtle, it's muted, there's nothing in your face where you're like, oh my God, I'm sick of this, I want to change it. Nothing of that sort.
So after a year of living in our home, there's nothing that she wants to change in terms of design.
No,
Yeah,
there's nothing
just
I want to
few things here
change.
and there where the fan is concerned, maybe maybe a better fan, a more traditional, basic fan, not a fancy fan, but yeah, but such things. Okay, great. Thank you so much. I was like, well, accepted. So one last question: would you recommend Lorraine Kapoor Design Studio to anybody?
Well, I already have, and I'm sure that people have reached out to you. So, yeah, absolutely. I absolutely would because, like I said, I think in many ways, when you're working with a designer, it's got to be someone you vibe with.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, you're getting yourself into a relationship that's going to last at least a year and a half.
Yeah.
So it may as well be someone that you're like-minded with and who you have, a common sensibility with.
Yeah.
So I think on that note, I mean, for me, it was like, okay, I made a friend in addition to having someone who,
Yeah.
did my home.
Please forget
Exactly,
about it.
absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I would very strongly recommend you, and I would also very strongly recommend for anyone who works with an interior designer or an architect to really pick someone who you're willing to share your, not just your home space, but your head space with for at least a year and a half.
Oh, that's so true.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we become like the therapist, best friend, everything.
Yeah, like I think I did more lunches with you in that year than my husband, for sure. So,
Yeah, of course. So I think, 100%.
yeah, absolutely.
Super. Yay.